Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being on the line here for our membership success system, the Power Circle Network. And I'm getting rid of my toolbar. There we go. It's March 25th, 2013. We're excited to be getting going here with our membership success system. I just want to remind you that 3, 5, 7, 10, maybe 12 good people can build you an incredible network, an incredible Power Circle within our Power Circle Network system. We teach you how to build your network for life, teach you to attend on a weekly basis, help build your home event, and eventually create your own circle. That notwithstanding, our job is to help you understand that we are building a world-class learning organization here that helps you build your own network of PCN Power Circles with the objective of helping you market your own business, whatever that business is, whatever the product line is. It doesn't matter. This works for everybody in every marketplace. Folks, we help folks build strategic relationships. We also do a lot of training on the emotional, social, and business side of things, and we tie it all together with accountability. It's why people attend our events. Our membership success system here, we help you do all these things that you see on here: more contacts, prospects, sales, profits, more money. Ultimately, what we're really trying to do here is grow your PCN network rapidly, professionally, and provide an accountability outlet for you as a circle leader, as a leader within the Power Circle Network, a place for you to tie into on a weekly basis to continue to grow yourself and your network. What are we trying to do here? We're going to be giving complete basic training, communicating our philosophy, values, really the 10 core commitments. This is an active part of communicating the 10 core to you and helping you to continue to learn how to do that yourselves and train that into your group. We'll be teaching the networking for life, teaching the ABC. You'll be able to get some insight into websites and blogging, maybe even some SEO insight from the master, our son, Eric Stevens. Getting Started Right manual will be out soon, and as you grow your network of circles, you'll come to understand what our leadership success system is as well. It's not time for that until someone gets 10, 12 circles up and running in their own lunch. It's really not relevant. You'll be able to ask Cindy all the questions you want, and we'll develop a great FAQ as well here in time. Folks, if you're dialed in on your computer, go ahead and hit your microphone so we don't hear you typing and all that good stuff. Folks, up-to-date best practices, proven blueprint for continuing to grow suspects into contacts, into marketing partners, or into sales. It's all good. All these things, a weekly newsletter, monthly newsletter, and a PCN marketing and tool treasure box coming out as well. But ultimately, the main thing of the membership success system is the compounded result of all these webinars and teletrainings, coaching from myself, shared with you, so you can grow your network rapidly, professionally, and have some accountability as well. I'm looking for folks who plug into this, who are serious about PCN. I'm going to be giving of my time back to them so we can continue to grow together. Let me just move forward here. Okay, remember, this is advanced training. It's also meant to retrain the core of our Power Circle Network, and it's also a facility. Hopefully you can see this. This will allow us to share PCN with folks that folks that I know, from California to New Jersey, from Florida to Washington State. It's all good. This can go anywhere now because the MSS is in place, and someone who wants to build this thing in the four corners of the United States, they can get it done by leveraging the membership success system and our website, and it will develop in time as well. Folks, again, this is free. This is free to you until the expo. Now, my job here is to prove to you that this is more than a $39 a month value. So the only reason you're on the call right now is you're an active or former PCN leader, you're an existing ticket ambassador, you're a booth vendor with us, or you're a sponsor with us as we're going into this expo. And my job is really to help you guys have a great event, because it will be a great event, but it's important to me that you have a great event too. So that's what this MSS is about, helping you get that done. It's not for sale. We're really in a soft launch situation, but it'll be official on April 16th. Complete back office. We'll be showing it at the luncheon. You can really just refer people to it right now because we're not really selling it at this point. Someone to get on this call, they basically got to be a friend of PCN. They got to be interviewed so that they can have access to the MSS. And ultimately, the affiliate program will start to roll on April 16th. The only folks that are going to be affiliates are going to be the people that are really dialed into using the MSS and who have learned for it for the last 4 weeks. You got to see value in it first. Otherwise, what's the point of an affiliate system? Anyway, right now we're creating massive content. We're pre-launching this thing again on April 16th. And really the point here is to train ambassadors, vendors, and sponsors so that you have success over the next 12 weeks, because the event's one thing, but it's what you do up to the event that makes that event great for you that day. And then what you do coming out of the event's really important too, and we'll be talking about that on the MSS after the event. Folks, extract maximum value. Again, it launches officially. There'll probably be 50 to 100 folks on board with this thing by the time the 18th rolls around, and we're going to have a great expo coming up. So let me get right down to the point of what this is. Now you know all the details. You see it there on the screen. What I want to do is I really want to get into today's training. You've seen, the basic format. We'll open up a lot with this over the next couple of weeks so you see and really get to understand what we're doing and why. And ultimately, here's the action statement. Coming out here later this afternoon, when you get the recording of this presentation from this morning, you'll also have a link to a recorded copy of the 10 core commitments. I've got time set aside here in the next 2 or 3 hours to get that done. So you'll have that around 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's really cool. So you just got to sit back and relax and put some time on your schedule to listen to the 10 core. It's going to be about 30 minutes long. I'm going to go through it slow and steady so you can really, feel what these things are and then start to apply it. So if you're ready, I'm ready. If you're desiring success, I'm ready to help you. If you're going to be coachable and willing to work, this membership success system is going to rock for you. The 10 core commitments, again, is going to come out this afternoon, a recorded version of this. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this on the call today because it's going to be recorded, and it's something that I'm used to hearing all the time. I've listened to this thing over and over and over again from the people I've learned it from. I listen to it routinely, so that's why I'm recording it, so you can have the same kind of access and have it tailored to the PCN world so you don't have to interpret it from another company or something like that. The bottom line is this: if you do these 10 things, 60% of it is just simply showing up and plugging in. If that's all you do is come to your weekly power circles, come to the monthly luncheon and the big event, which is actually the same day as the monthly luncheon, so you're not really, stretching to do that, this thing works, and you will build a network if you do these 10 things. You'll pretty much build it if you just do the 6 out of 10 things, but when you do 10 out of 10, the thing is going to duplicate, it's going to work. Just like it's worked for me, it can work for you if you do these 10 things. There is no secrets, there's no special sauce, there's no hidden golden keys that you got to have to the treasure box, nothing like that. It's these 10 things. So listen to it. So here's our training for today. I want to share some key PCN philosophies to help you maximize results, not only in your weekly power circles, but also in the monthly lunch and the big event coming up here. First of all, 1, early is on time is late. If you just show up right on the button, you've missed a huge opportunity, especially at personal events where there's other people coming to the event. Like, let's just talk about your weekly power circle. The meeting might start, you come in late, they may have started already and you're already disrupting the flow. So that's why you got to be there early. Now, of course, we always say the meeting before the event and the meeting after the event. if you're coming to a Power Circle anyway, say at 10 o'clock, why not have a one-on-one before the event? Likewise, if you're meeting someone, if you're going to have them come for a sales presentation or a one-on-one after your event, this gives an extra value add. They can just come to your Power Circle beforehand. It's a really powerful way to compress your time in the mornings or whenever it is you're having your Power Circle, to leverage your time. And like they say in the real estate business, it's location, location, location. Well, in the small business world, what we're doing, it's all about leverage, leverage, and more leverage. And when you run your event this way and focus on these two concepts, early is on time's late, and meeting before the event and a meeting after the event, it just tends to work. You have more results packed into less time, you're compressing time frames, and it just flat out works. We also believe in plan, do, review. That means make a plan for your week, and then actually do your plan as best you can. And then at the end of the week, review what you did. And that's true on a daily basis, it's true on a weekly basis, it's true on a monthly basis, quarterly and yearly. That's what we do. And we teach that concept, and it fits with the 10 core. It's sort of integral to the 10 core, because if you're working your plan, it's going to work. And you do it some more, you do it some more, you tweak it a little bit, and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. Just like the famous speech by A.L. Williams back in 1987. Just do it and do it and do it, and it sounds like a broken record, but you know what? That's what we do. It's nothing complicated. It's just basic, straightforward. Action is the king. So let's talk a little bit about the expo. Early's on time's late. Well, when you're dealing with a quarterly event, what is early in a quarterly event? Well, it's early in the quarter. That's like 80, 90 days out is early. So what am I talking about early? It means getting your ticket early. It means learning what's going to happen at the event, really plugging in, getting advanced perspective, taking the biggest position you can get your hands on relative to the event. Does that mean pay in advance? Absolutely. What it means is, where did I hear that first? I heard that from the billionaire Paul J. Meyer. He said, pay in advance and pay full price. Don't worry about the discounts, because if you do these kinds of things, you'll get maximum value. Now, of course, we actually build the whole, you look at point number 5 here, we build in prices to incentivize the behavior of paying in advance and being early and all that, because it's all consistent philosophy. The bottom line is simply this: there's a retail price on Power Circle Network events. We have our ticketed events priced at $29, and that's a retail price that's out to the marketplace. It's for folks that really aren't inside the PCN family yet for whatever reason, and they just don't know yet. And that's okay. We have folks that have come to our lunches already that have bought expo tickets at the $29 price. They've seen it on the internet. Fair ball, it's good stuff, and they're going to be more than happy when they get there because of the value of the event, and we've already experienced that sort of thing. So just be confident in that. The network price is what sort of like everyone inside PCN knows. They know that, well, it's marked at $29, but you can get in for 20 bucks. We have all of our events really letting you in at 20 bucks out there, that's exposed to people that are inside, that have logged into the PCN Ning site, that basically know us or know certain leaders. You have a ticketed code, and you can give that to people, and they can buy at the network price. That's part of building culture. Now, there's also a little bit more discounted price for leaders, and there's nothing wrong with that. Why? Because the leaders are the ones that make it happen. Folks that are sponsors, folks that are ticket captains or ticket ambassadors, folks that are booth vendors have extra, hey, membership has its privileges. And we provide more discounts for that. and even insider pricing. Folks that really take a big position, well, hey, they're going to get even more value. And that's really what it is. It's really about teaching folks to create value. And it's on us right now to provide value in terms of the membership success system and value to our sponsors in particular, folks that are laying down capital, 2 and 3 months in advance, and then plugging into the training so that they learn how to extract maximum value out of the event. That's what we're doing. We're teaching folks to do that. So ultimately, as we move forward here, keep these 5 points in mind. I hope you've written them down at this point. Just understand that we're teaching folks how to build a network. That includes the vendors, the sponsors, the ticket captains, everyone who's a Power Circle leader or who's taken a position of wanting to become a Power Circle network leader. Folks, if you look at this little diagram on the screen, right now, think about the expo. You can be just an attender at, $20, and that's fine. And, that's what it's going to be. There's going to be 200 folks in the room plus that are in that position, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But this is what I really want you to get here. If you do those 5 things that we just talked about, really plug into the MSS, learn the 10 core commitments, you'll be bringing a whole bunch of leaders with you to the expo. Now, those circles there that you're bringing, they might be other Power Circle leaders. They might be other attenders who are getting serious inside of your Power Circle. They could be clients of yours if you're a booth vendor. Do you want all your best clients at the show? Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? You want them to be at the show so they can learn this concept of, building the Power Circle network and building their own Power Circles, so you'll attract. Wouldn't it be great to have your clients attracting other people like them to become more clients for you? That's really cool stuff. So the more folks that you can bring to the next monthly lunch or the monthly or the quarterly event, which is our second annual event, you want to do that. That's just how it works. Good folks who know, like, and trust your clients are likely to know and like and trust you. It just transfers that way, and that's what we teach about. Now understand this, as you're learning to build this thing, as you're learning to participate inside the big quarterly or annual event, you're really training yourself as a vendor or as a sponsor. You're learning to raise the level of sponsorship that you have inside the Power Circle network so you can communicate it to other folks and also translate that sponsorship into commissionable dollars that you exact in your business. If you generate more clients by building more relationships faster, well, isn't that what the Power Circle network's about? Absolutely. So folks, it's just a growing process, and ultimately you can see yourself as the center of your own luncheon or your own quarterly event. Now, it might be 3 months from now, it might be a year from now or 2 years from now. I don't know what it's going to be for you. Maybe it's not something you want to do. That's okay. You go at your own speed. I'm going to go at my speed. And if your speed isn't, up to what I want, what I'm doing, you can just be part of our event. And that's okay. It's whatever you want to do. If you see value, it's your job to see the value and learn if the value's there. Some folks will see it and some won't. It's okay. The bottom line is just find your level of comfort within the system and then participate there and continue to grow. You'll get more once you do more. It's really just that simple. Folks, if you look at this picture, it's the same pictures, different, voiceover here. You can be the center of not just one circle, but of a network of circles if you want it. The more you plug into the monthly lunch and build from lunch to lunch into the quarterly event, the more that this works. And understand this, folks, this next event that's coming is being marketed as our second annual event. But following on from this, in September and December, there will be quarterly events for the Power Circle Network. And next March next year and June, when we have our third annual, we'll have gone through 4 events before we get to the third event next year. So just understand that this is something you can count on. It's something we're putting in place because it's a full implementation of the 10 core commitments, and that's the direction we're going, and we're not going to be stopped. We're not going to be distracted, not getting off track. It's just the way it's going to be. So folks, be excited about that. So you can count on growing right now. If you're brand new or just coming into a leadership position inside of the Power Circle Network, and you're a booth vendor right now, well, it's your job to learn and extract value and hopefully capitalize at the event. And then maybe at the next event, you'll say, well, hey, I wonder what this bronze sponsorship's all about. How does that work? And you'll see and you'll be hearing from people who have already been bronze or silver sponsors, and you won't have to ask me about it. You can ask them about it, and they'll tell you, well, hey, this is what I saw, this is what I've learned, et cetera, because I'm investing time with people who invest time in the network. It's really as straightforward as that. So you control your own destiny, how far you want to go, how fast you want to go, and how close you want to be associated with us as leading the network. So folks, keep in mind, this is all true. It's always going to be true. The free Power Circle concept will always be that way, notwithstanding the fact that there's a $39 membership success system out there. Everyone's not going to join that. We don't want everybody to join that. It should always be 10 or 20 to 1. For every one membership success system person, there should be 10 or 20 free Power Circle people out there who are getting going, rocking with the system, brand new to building a Power Circle, and they're just learning. That's the way it's designed to be, folks. Facebook works for free. Advertisers, hey, that's a different thing. Remember, it's always free. It's always going to be free. The bottom line is this. We already have a whole bunch of circles, 17 at this point, and we're growing with the MSS. Folks, just keep deciding to grow inside PCN. Attend an event. Stay dedicated to attending the one that you like the most. Help build your home Power Circle. That's where this thing really, that's where the rubber meets the road. A growing Power Circle, a healthy Power Circle, it's a great thing. It should be duplicating. Folks, if this is being trained by someone inside the membership success system, feel welcome to take leadership of the circle you're in, even if you're not the leader, and talk about these things, because that's what this network's about, ABC. If this isn't being communicated inside of a circle, it needs to be. Otherwise, that circle's already on the path to destruction, because eventually they will implode if they're not teaching ABC. It's just the way it is. I've seen it. Been around too long inside of doing these things. Just note that's what happens to groups if they're not building and creating new ones. It's just the way it is. Folks, look for the resources page. It should be up this week. Certainly you'll have the 10 core commitments here later today, a recording of that. I'm excited about recording that, and I'm excited about hearing from the people who listen to this and let me know that they listen to it, because again, I'm looking for the people who are really paying attention to the MSS, so I can understand, is the value there? Are you getting the value? It's really important that we put something in place, because the network can't grow nationally if this isn't in place, and it's going to be harder for you guys to grow the network if this tool isn't in place for you to grow to 10, 20, 50 Power Circles inside of your family of the Power Circle Network. Folks, just keep going. It'll be on the resources page here in the next week or two. Take action now. The ABCs, they're right there. Just understand, come back. Thanks for watching today. Be sure to bring a friend back. Recommend someone for the MSS that you think is an up-and-comer inside of the network. To all the vendors and sponsors out there, thanks for being involved. If you know someone that you think or that you want to be at the expo, certainly call me and let me know, because I'd love to get referred to someone, because again, it's better for you as a vendor if you bring another vendor to the show that is an ally of yours in business. That just makes sense. So we're looking for those kinds of referrals, and just stay out there and continue to create and build your own event and do and learn the 10 core. It's what this thing is built on. It's philosophy you need to learn if you really want this thing to grow, create, and duplicate as big as you want. Remember, folks, just hit the ABCs. We'll see you next week. Stay on the line here. For those of you that are live, I'm going to cease the recording at this time. Thanks for being here.